had some rough weather. Josh was coming to say hi, and now he's stuck here for a little bit. So
Oh yeah.
pulled him in, got him commentating now. But really exciting game here in the Missouri Valley as we got playoffs approaching. So we'll have two more matches in the regular season. Illinois State were the champions last year when you were playing too. So I don't know if you remember a little bit about this team, but do you have any recollection of that match or?
I do not have any particular. I cannot remember too much about the match itself.
You just remember they
Um,
were good.
I just remember that they were very good, and I've gotten a little bit of insight into some of the characters that we're planning on seeing today. It looks like to start off, we're actually going to be starting off with a button check. Possibly a button check, I'm not sure. Because I'm pretty sure I saw Ben's name under a Captain Falcon, which does not seem right to me.
Hopefully, hopefully it's a button check and not a forgot your tag.
I will keep my fingers crossed as to that, but either way, we'll be going into this first match, and I believe some of the characters that I heard that we might be seeing today include a possible Steve, a Diddy Kong, a Palutena, and a Young Link were the characters I heard for today.
Oh wow, I thought I heard murmurs of a Little Mac too.
It's
I
also
saw
possible.
I saw a lot of Little Mac in the Discord today. I have no idea what the context was, but I was assuming it was like scouting and prep. Steve should be interesting. There's actually been some recent developments with Steve. I know the Ohio Smash Ultimate TO organization banned planking at ledge and mining. Are you familiar with that
Oh,
tech?
yes.
Gotcha.
So typically what you'll see is a Steve on ledge will drop down and place a block immediately, which is weird because you can't even do that in the, normal Minecraft.
Yeah.
So they'll place a block underneath them,
Oh, will they
jump
mine the
up
wall?
one. They can mine either the block they're on or the wall. The wall is better because you don't break the block underneath you. And on top of that, when you stand on a block, when you re-grab the ledge, it doesn't actually count as a re-grab, so you get grab invincibility again.
Oh,
So you can pretty much just sit off stage underneath the ledge. If they try to attack you, you can up smash, up tilt into combos. It's very difficult to punish unless you have some very specific projectiles and some
yeah.
very specific characters like Isabel's fishing rod. It's one of the very few that can punish it well, which
That's
is a
interesting.
weird, very weird move to be countered by. But well, you in fact
Oh,
mentioned a Little Mac. It looks like you are
all right.
right on the money
Well, we're
here.
gonna get headed into the game here, but we have Alola on Captain Falcon taking on the Little Mac from Illinois State. So funny enough, Alola typically plays Little Mac, so he should know this matchup, all the ins and outs. Oh,
Yes,
and that's a big one. Contesting the Smash Stacks is scary.
yes. As someone who's not good with their particular Ditto, though, knowing about some random shenanigans does not mean you'll be able to deal with it yourself, though. As we see, just immediately starting to get put a little bit into the blender here, this Captain Falcon, and Little Mac is a really difficult character to deal with, especially in neutral. Just out of nowhere, any smash attack can come through, completely negate the move that you want to throw out, and beat them up.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, we see a lot of Captain Falcon on this stream. He's a very much feast or famine sort of character where he's just like super risky, super volatile, whether it's like a good thing or bad thing. So, with that being said, like, although he's a low tier character, can also be very scary to play against. And we'll see why right now as Little Mac has a KO punch online.
Yep. And this is the scariest moment right here. Spawning in after they killed you with KO Punch. Now, thankfully, some up airs seem to immediately get the job done. Now, with Little Mac, you really want to be able to get him off stage
Nice.
just like that. Beautiful edge guard there. Just taking full advantage. Now, the funny thing is, that killed Little Mac at a high percent off the side. That would also kill Little Mac at probably 30 in the same position there.
Yep.
Ooh,
Interesting
just
combo
short.
extender with that up air.
Mhm. Watching Pro Little Max is really funny because they make the most out of every little move.
Yeah. You like, because the aerials are so bad, seeing them like actually be utilized. Oh,
Oh,
that was nice.
yep.
Nice
It's
little jab and a forward tilt.
And you got to be really careful because if you try to get up attack that, that'll be the moment that they shield, and they will, in fact, get you with that. Down throw into forward air is an interesting one, that's for sure. Alrighty. Just trying to be very aggressive here and just trying to get one more stock here, but especially with this KO punch on lock, the very risky Falcon kick, but it does the job there. Grab, that does get rid of the kick. Oh, a good up B, unfortunately not hitting him off stage. Oh,
Nice.
that will
Gets
get
the up
it.
smash.
And
I
now
was
the
scared he was gonna miss that. I mean, that's incredibly like, it's tougher to hit than it looks.
It's tougher to hit, and it's also surprisingly safe. So it's a weird move there. Now, the funny thing is both characters are to an extent, just as close away from dying here.
That is
So
true.
at any moment, this could turn around. Great little jab check.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Wait a second.
oh, uppy.
Oh,
Oh,
the right idea, just getting broken up by that side B from the Little Mac.
yeah. All right.
Oof. Very close start though for a game for what is a very good university. So that's a pretty promising show of things to come.
Yeah, that was a really well played match by Lolo there. That last stock was really close. I thought he was going to have it, but wasn't just able to get it. That Little Mac though, whiff punishing looked to be really strong. Had some
Yes.
the pivots on the tilts really strong too. Um, but yeah, what do you think the Valpo needs to do here to take this last stock of Little Mac?
Getting this last stock without getting hit yourself, I think the biggest thing here is just going to be getting that Little Mac off stage and dead before they get their KO punch.
Yeah,
If you can do that, you'll be in good position. So that leads us to think what character's the best at getting someone off stage and keeping them there. I honestly think Bowser's really good at that. Now you got
yeah,
to be a little careful, but especially with the fact that you can tough guy through rapid jab as well from Little Mac,
yeah,
it might be the case. Plus, it's one of the few characters that can take a KO punch at around 30 and not die.
yeah.
Any higher than that, still dead just like any other character. But
Yeah, so a lot of options for Valpo, not only like players that we could send in, but also the characters that they play themselves. We don't typically see the Bowser this early in a match, but I'm kind of agreeing with you there that this might be the time to pull it out. Um,
yeah,
so we do see a control.
we have some
Okay,
disconnecting controllers
yeah.
happening, so we'll be
So
right back on
this
that. In the meantime,
this might give you some help on deciding who's playing though.
indeed. Alrighty, and heading right into the game here, we see that it's actually a Falco coming up
Oh,
here. And I think that is a pretty interesting choice because a single up tilt in the back air does get Little Mac off stage, followed by a neutral B can do some good work. So I understand the vision here. You just got to be careful not to get super armored through everything.
yep. So we're gonna have Trombone going in on the Falco. Um, Yeah, we'll see how this matchup goes. This is definitely a
Mhm.
Falco favorite matchup, but once again, just got to be so careful.
I love that
Yeah, I
gameplay.
don't,
Please keep
I don't
doing
hate
it.
this at all.
Yep. The little Mac is forced to approach here, and he knows, and Trombone knows exactly what he wants. He's standing on ledge. If this little Mac makes a single wrong move, he's just gonna be willing. He's gonna be happy to back throw him and just get him off stage.
Oh,
This
and
is the kind of camping
he's going
material.
back.
Exactly. This is art. This is beauty right here. This is exactly what we want to see. Perfect. Now you got him at the ledge. You just got to keep him there. Ooh,
Oh,
that was pretty scary there. Yep, you just got to be really careful with these aerials because every aerial that Falco can throw out is something that Little Mac can super armor through. And already being at 52%, like that's kind of close and kind of scary. That might be dead. That's dead. Oh, very close. Okay, I am never been so happy to be wrong on that one.
got to be careful with those side B and neutrals, though. I get kind of the idea of wanting to get in that up tilt range, but
Okay,
ooh,
this
off
is it. You got
stage.
it.
Oh, I like the attempt.
Yeah, the attempt is definitely there. You just got to be real careful with this, as especially as Falco, it's pretty easy to two frame that recovery as well.
Yeah, I think
So
Little Mac wants to hold on to this KO punch for the next stock, which is a very risky move. If I were him, I'd just let it rip.
honestly, I think a decent chunk of it may just be trying to get a conversion into it, just trying to catch a panic air dodge, anything. There it is. It's gone. But that means you still have to deal with these smash attacks and tilts, just like that one there, taking the stock. So that puts a definitive lead there on that. Got to be careful here. The returning gonna get it. Oh my god! Every time Falco goes off stage, it could be a potential death sentence here. Just got to be careful. Oh, that
Oh,
was
it
a
doesn't kill. That was a very
that.
random up smash, but it worked.
It, yeah, you kind of noticed what this little Mac's been doing. Some interesting sound effects here as well. Oh, now again, this is a very dangerous situation to be in.
A punch offline now. Oh, not able to punish the counter.
Just slightly too slow on it, especially
A lot
being
of rolling.
online.
A lot of fundies going on.
Both of them just looking for that one killing move. Tried to push him out of shield there. Oh,
It's
if he
close.
hadn't rolled in, that would have gotten it. So, yep, you got to be so careful with your timing there. And the F tilt going to catch the roll in. Finally caught wise to all those roll ins we've been seeing. And we just got to figure out a way to get this stock off his hands. And you cannot grab that. So that is a quick 42%. And even getting close to another.
Oh, wow.
Oh, just way too late on the reaction on that, unfortunately, to that parry.
If dash attack is starting to be a kill option, that's probably not a good sign for being able to kill.
Yep. The late hit.
Punch. Laser? Oh.
There's some. Okay, that'll do it. That'll do it.
All right. Salvaged. Situation salvaged.
Yes.
I wonder. The one thing I was thinking about in that match, I think there's might have been better options to edge guard other than the dare off stage.
Mm-hmm.
He did have that like one nice returning nair too. But what other options do you think Falco has in edge guarding when he gets the Lil Mac off stage?
Yeah, there are a number of options you have there. The main thing is the Little Mac was pretty good on the recoveries. I was keeping an eye on it. And one of the main Falco options you have there is to drop down past the ledge and rise with a nair. Usually
Yeah.
pretty good at catching 2 frames, pretty good at catching most recovery options. You might be able to catch that side beat, but if it hits you at the wrong point, you either have to tech or die. So you got to be careful.
Yeah.
The other option, which I think, given how the Little Mac was on ledge, might be the better option, if you're able to do a ledge trump, where you are on stage, you run towards a ledge, and you quickly grab the ledge without actually going off stage. It would put the Little Mac off the ledge. It forces them off the ledge, where you can quickly drop down back air.
Yeah.
And that might be just the safest option there. It does put you on ledge if you miss, but at least you don't have to worry about getting 2 framed on the recovery.
Yep. So Valpo down 9-7 in stocks, but we are going to head to a short break before we come back with more game one action. And we
And
are see, we're back with some more game one action, facing off against the Steve. We're a little off sync. It's been a while since we've casted together.
mhm, mhm.
But yeah, we're gonna see the Enderman now.
Yeah.
I do want to mention, I think that planking rule is not like directly banned, but it's got to be bannable from like under the stalling sections where they keep it kind of vague. You know what
Mhm.
I'm talking about? Where it's like
Yep.
if you do this and it's, unpunishable
Yeah.
and you're delaying. Yeah, I don't know
In-
what the exact wordage is.
intentional delay of game, pretty much. And we're seeing here immediately why
Dang it.
Steve is so good, and just an immediate 86% with unoptimized Steve combos at that.
Yeah, we're
And
seeing we're seeing why maybe they shouldn't just ban that move, but just the entire character.
yeah, and I kind of like the strategy here. Force them to get
Love it.
closer. Just see, he ran at the Steve and got hit. That was his mistake. I think just sticking with this, but just be very careful going closer. Honestly, I would not mind seeing. Oh God,
That was just so terrifying. That whole
yes,
interaction.
that
I knew he was dead like the entire time he was in the
yeah. The moment he
minecart.
went to the minecart, that Steve was just waiting either to catch him on the pop out or catch him on the panic option afterwards, and so we see just the wait there and just able to catch the
Yeah,
option there. I think the only real option was either just to wait and drop down, but still, there's the option to see if throw something out at any moment.
yeah,
I would say the closest thing to a safe option that there was up being to ledge from above the ledge, which is a really weird option, and even
yeah,
then could get punished, but just
yeah. I thought the fair was coming like immediately.
yeah,
It looked true in that situation, but the Steve player probably knew it wasn't true if they like actually mash. Um, but jokes aside, there is like some counterplay options. What do you think Valpo needs to send in next? Because I got someone in the back of my head, and I'm wondering if you're thinking the same thing.
yeah. In this kind of scenario, it's difficult because Steve is a tough character in the first place. Lots of combos, lots of things that can really trip you up. I mean, my Steve is nowhere near the Steves that we're seeing in the conference here, and I can still rack together a quick 40-50% with the right
Yeah.
situation here. I personally would think that, I mean, it's tough, but I think I would have to say this would be my pick.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wasn't. This was going to be what I was going to say. It just so happened that I stalled for time until they picked their character.
I'm. I was actually gonna say King K. Rule.
Interesting. The K roll. I do see the vision there.
You do have
Um,
to be um like okay with the idea of Steve like being able to mine a lot.
yeah.
But other than that, like there are some options.
That is very true. I mean, honestly, I would rather face Steve as a Carol player over Falco, for example. Now, I
Yeah.
know there's not every Steve agrees with me on that situation, but the big thing there is that Blunderbuss hits Steve out of minecart, and so does Crown.
Yeah.
Two projectiles that can keep Steve at bay, and you don't need to get
And
close.
you can contest Anvil. But
That is
Devil's
huge too.
Advocate, you get up tilted, you get an insane amount of percent, like
And that's the
just
big
because you're
thing.
combo food. But I
Yeah.
mean, at the end of the day, like what would you say, plus one for Steve, plus
I
one and a
would
half.
I would still say +1.5 to +2 personally,
It's probably
but
actually plus two. Um, but for K Rool, there are a lot worse matchups than that.
that is very
So
true. That is very true.
if you're looking to play K Rool, this wouldn't be like the worst spot to play him.
No, I definitely see the vision there.
What are
And
good K Rool matchups? Little Mac.
the every character in the cast is underneath them. There's
Yeah,
not very many on the tier list there, but
yeah.
um,
So
I know people.
Ganon, Lil Mac,
Your Ganon's, Little Max, Doctor
Doc.
Mario's, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
All right, but we are going to get into it. So Valpo down 9 stocks to 6 stocks, going to be going in with Vortic on the Greninja. So going to be a straight up 3v3,
Yep.
3 stocks versus 3 stocks in this match. Heading to Kalos. Interesting. So
Yeah.
Greninja does really well on Kalos, but it is going to give Steve a lot of room here. So
Yeah. Typically, you don't want to give Steve a whole bunch more room, but I honestly think that it's much better for. Oh, good hit, good there, but we'll have to see if. We're seeing some good pressure just right off the bat here. And I do know that Vortic has also practiced some against some Steves. So there is a
yeah,
bit of that matchup experience there that everybody else might be lacking. We see that forward air putting in great work to start, but there's the up tilt. And we see right there, that was a non optimal Steve combo. A proper Steve combo could have easily
back
gotten
air.
another. 50% and or killed, and that only did 50, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, because you usually see a back air or a up smash in that scenario. One nice thing though about this matchup is Vortic has way more Steve experience than this Steve has Greninja experience. I mean, not I that has to be the case. There's no way that there's another Greninja player who he plays as much. But
Yeah, that is certainly the hope. The problem is, even with that experience, every Steve is slightly different, and all those slight timing mix-ups is sometimes all it takes to really mess with people.
yeah.
Ooh, we see that down air coming in. That was pretty good. Oh, the Steve trying to walk the frog there, not able to do too much, but still decent percentage there. Every hit really racks up, especially when you're playing Steve. Oh my gosh, got the down tilt into catching the air dodge. Oh, trying to catch the punish, but not quite able to. Not able to get the turnaround there, unfortunately, either. We see the Steve trying to put up walls behind him to prevent hits from sending him too far back, but
Oh,
oh, almost catching the read there. Unfortunately, just slightly off. Even when you know some of these hits are coming, it can still be difficult to really punish him properly. Able to catch the drift in and getting the stock. And
playing this
for
really well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 52%. It's a decent bit, but it's not the end of the world by any means. Now, Diamond Minecart, it can be brutal, but I think as long as you can avoid it decently well, which Greninja has the mobility for, which is a huge part of this. Greninja can avoid so many of the Steve traps because of the fact that he has such a high jump and good mobility options.
Yeah, his frame data is also just insane. Like he has so many safe options. Whether it's like landing or aerials, they're just so quick.
Yep. We can see Vortex studying this Steve, trying to learn some habits, not punishing him yet, but just watching the air dodges. And I really think
Yeah.
that even if not in this game, in the next one, at the very least, I think we'll see some of those big punishes coming out.
Yep. He really does like to read those air dodges because I'm a very high air dodge player,
Hmm.
and he gets me like every time.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely has caught me with that as well. He's beat me in brackets, so he's a good player and he knows
yeah,
what he's doing.
he has not beaten me in bracket.
Has he ever
I,
faced you in bracket?
he has not.
Ah,
That'll do it. Oh,
yep,
unfortunate timing there. Was able to
yeah,
take one stock. I mean, once again, this kind of feels like almost similar to the trombone Falco match we saw. But I mean, he was doing really well. But I mean, at the end of the day, that diamond sword is gonna kill you early. So
yeah. It seems like there's so many options to do, but it's so easy just to accidentally get up into that, especially with the crafting table being there. It basically just adds on a secondary hitbox to the move, a secondary timing. It doubles the amount of active frames practically on that move, meaning it lingers for so long, and we
yeah.
see it coming into play there just to catch them.
Yeah, I've seen it with like Villager Tree too. That one is like exaggerated for sure.
Yeah.
I remember like Ganon's forward smash through the Villager Tree, and it will just like pause and then go again. But yeah, we're going to see Cruel on the Bowser next. So Valpo with 3 stocks left against 8, I believe.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
seems right because it was 9, so now we're down to 8 here
yep,
on this. So we'll have to see what they're able to do to sort of keep up with
yep.
it.
Quite the hill to climb. Gonna be playing the Bowser though. So thoughts on the Bowser versus K. Rule? I
I
know you're a K. Rule player. Is probably why I asked you.
Yeah. No. That makes sense. It's a good thing to talk about. I think, especially with what we've seen from Cruel lately, there's just more natural, just much more warmed up on the Bowser in general, ready for what things the Steve might be able to throw at him.
Yeah.
As I believe he has faced some Steves in brackets, so there is still that
Yep.
experience there. And in general, Bowser is able to tough guy through some of the parts of Steve. He's got to be careful what he can and can't get through. But things like up smash can clank with Anvil or landing hitboxes. Forward smash can get through some stuff as well. You just got to be careful because
Yep.
an up tilt the up tilt can combo and do a lot. With what we've seen from the Steve, though, 50% on Bowser is a lot less than 50% on other characters, which
Yep.
sometimes can be a huge difference.
Yeah, the percent really doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, like you said, has been playing a lot more Bowser recently. So whether I think it's the right matchup or not, I think kind of just going with what is warmed up, what you've been preparing for, probably just makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I, oh, nice neutral B. That'll do 35. I was interested to see how he's going to deal with these blocks, with these walls.
Now the
So
interest the interesting thing is, even when it's just when it's one block in the air, Bowser can still run under that, which is really nice. Bowser's also fast, which allows him to have some mobility that most other characters can't. Now we do see the up tilt coming out here. Let's see how much damage he takes off it. 85%. And like that, the game is even. But Steve is a lighter character, which does help a bit. So we'll have to see what the Steve tries to pull out here to try to get this kill. Able to spot dodge through that, but we're seeing this down here, putting in a decent amount of work off the bat here. We'll have to see how the Steve tries to adapt to this and what Cruel does to avoid getting gimped by it. Forward tilt just coming in and immediately deleting all the blocks. Pretty good move for it. Unfortunately, not able to get the grab there. That might have been a kill, I think.
I think side B will do it.
And we see just waiting and trying to be as sneaky as possible.
Oh, not able to find the punish off that.
No, honestly, you just got to be careful because especially when Steve's smash attacks hit your shield. Oh, up be able to throw him off stage though. You just got to be careful because this minecart's going to come out any moment.
Nice.
Or the
and
uppy.
He was watching the game versus Vortic because we saw that uppy through the stage 2 or 3 times, but he was ready for it.
Yep.
A very high percent.
Yes. And so we'll have to see. At this
Full
point,
rage.
it's really just a matter. Oh, just barely dying to that, unfortunately. But just immediately able to claw his way through. Get the side B as well. That's a fast 51% on that. 65. Now, we just got to be really careful here because up tilt into up tilt into up tilt. And that is 81% off of an interaction there. And just being very smart, going to ledge, trying to be careful here. That is holy cow. That is a weird
I haven't
setup.
Seen that one.
Yeah, that is scary.
Seen a lot of TNT setups, but not that one.
Yep.
He does have lost his sword, so gonna be. I thought his sword broke. Never mind.
No, unfortunately, still has to
Is
for the
out
time
of
being.
is out of mats though.
Yes, he is completely out of material, so it is pretty easy to catch him on that. But that does not mean Steve is an easy character to deal with. Despite that, pickaxe is gone as well.
Okay, that's what I heard the break in for.
Yep.
So
you just have to be so careful here. That
okay, he's got it back.
Alrighty.
Still has no iron though.
And that's the big thing is the lack of iron means you can be a little bit more aggressive. But in the end, it is still a good character even without those two tools. And like that, we see just both iron and
diamond
we see
immediately.
Diamond. Now you will have to craft that with Bowser's forward air like that. You see, just trying to catch it. Oh my gosh,
Nice.
And he's able to catch it with the forward tilt there as well. And like that is a good game there.
Yeah, very well played by Cruel. So took 2 stocks, only losing 1. Now, overall, grand scheme of things, down 6-2. So it's going to be tough, but really well played. And worst case scenario, I feel like not only do we have an answer for the Steve, but also a little momentum going into the next match.
Exactly.
So
Bowser being a heavy character is also very momentum based, which means especially going into this next game, if we can start to see a little bit of a lead edge out, if the opponent's not able to take the kill, kind of like how we saw some difficulty taking the kill earlier, if we find that again, we can very easily just take that and start to spiral that lead. So honestly, it's only 2 people he has to get through. That gives him 1 stock per person. That's doable.
I will say I was kind of shocked by the small battlefield choice for the Steve because it's so small, and you saw it come to play when the Steve ran out of materials, and even when they did get like the iron and diamonds, like they had a lot of opportunities where they just couldn't craft. I mean, we saw the pickaxe broke. We saw like opportunities where they just weren't able to craft and re-up on their items, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely some interesting choices, but I think when you consider some of the alternatives, especially probably what was banned, probably you have to imagine like all the largest stages were banned.
Yeah, I think
so.
I'll actually take a look while you keep going.
Yeah, and so you do want a bigger stage as Steve just so you can camp better, but at the same time, you also can't pick a super small stage. So that sort of leaves you in that middle ground, which is kind of where small battlefield lies. And especially against Bowser, I think Bowser gets more off of a top plat than Steve does. And it gives you more landing options.
So it was Battlefield, Smashville, and Town were the bands.
Interesting. I guess you also to imagine he doesn't know what character's coming in. But
wait. No, that was Steve band, and then we picked Small Battlefield.
Yes, sorry. Yes,
okay, that makes way more sense.
That suddenly makes a lot more sense.
Okay,
Now
I was really confused.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense,
Funny.
more sense given now. But now we'll have to see what stage we're going to now, and what character they're going to pick. So from what we know, Ice Climbers was not one of them,
I'm shocked.
and this is an
Um,
interesting pick because now obviously Ice Climbers do really well at getting lots of combos and dealing damage, but at the same point, I think Flame Breath is really good in this matchup.
yeah,
And so I think we could really see some numbers here now. Both Bowser's side B and grab are not quite as good here, but we'll have to see. Now, we see immediately that Flame Breath being used. That large sweeping forward air is so strong in this matchup here. It's going to be really careful because a single Ice Climber's grab is going to do a lot here. We'll have to see what he's able to do. Just separating the Ice Climbers is so important here.
yeah.
Yep, just immediately getting out of there. It is better to take that percent than to be stuck at that ledge against Ice Climbers sometimes. So, oh yeah, we're seeing some of the Ice Climber shenanigans here
Yeah,
coming
we do
out to
see
play.
that.
Oh my God, that's
With full rage. Oh, I'll say walk him up a little bit.
no, it doesn't
It
even matter.
kills?
Doesn't even matter. At 30% with rage, that is a dead Ice Climber right there, taking
that wasn't
full
even close.
advantage.
I mean, that's what they needed for this comeback right now. A lot of momentum as well, but we do see. Oh,
Super smart play here.
Yeah.
You just gotta be real careful in the future. Oh, trying to catch the Nana and is able to get a little bit more percent here. Not able to get the punish on that
high
either.
percent.
The back air. That's a
Yeah.
Nana dead. Oh my lord, that's a super fast dead Nana there.
Oh, this
And
is
now
big.
this forward
Bad
air is
recovery.
huge. Yep, stick back. Yep, I like it. Oh my god, that
what
is a
back air.
that was a super low
death,
percent
maybe?
on that. I don't know if it was exactly 0 to death, but it was
Really,
extremely
really
close.
well played stock.
100%.
All
Yep,
right.
grabbing the
Decent
forward smash. Yep. Hey, there's that one stock I said earlier, you know?
Yep. Only need one.
Exactly, yet. That flame breath is just so good here. Now that's going to be a decent bit of
Oh.
damage there. As oh my lord,
Oh
we're starting
my
to see the
goodness, this is disgusting. Oh, okay, you got out of it.
that's not death. All that matters is that they're not dead. Immediately, that's fine. That's fine.
The Nana. Oh,
Oh, went
Okay.
back to ledge and got forward smash on the regrab. But the idea was certainly there, and I really liked what we were seeing there.
Yeah, that was a really, really well played match. And I mean, this Ice Climber definitely knows what they're doing. That
That
the
combo
D6
was
were
crazy.
disgusting. Had a double what's the word?
Desync?
Now when you jump on top of him.
Footstool?
Yeah, double footstool in the combo. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
There's it seems like I believe it's
like,
what we call a lab rat Ice Climbers, where their neutral may not be great, and we saw how when Cruel had that Bowser going on the neutral advantage, super strong, able to dismantle them. The moment they went into disadvantage once, insane blowout, insane combo game, and that was kind of the big thing that we were kind of talking about, where that combo game is crazy. It's both that Ice Climbers and their Steve are pretty similar in that regards. The difference is Steve just has a better neutral game to go with it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, great effort by Cruel, but
so.
we're going to have another chance here in game 2, but we'll be right back after this short break.
And heading into game 2 here, we see as Kirby versus these ice climbers we saw earlier. An interesting start to be sure. Let's see how they're able to keep up with this. We go right into this match.
Yeah, we got Musty Tater here. One of his favorite things to do right at the beginning of the match is to take the ability, and this would not be a bad one to have. So we'll see if we
Yeah.
get the neutral B. What is it even called? Is there an official name?
There's an official name for every move. I just don't know it. We're seeing as he seems to really like the uppy in this matchup, which I think makes sense because Nana actually shields slightly after. So the second ice climber is slightly
Oh,
slower on the shield. So if you shield just in time for Kirby's uppy hitbox on that, it actually will be too slow for Nana. We're seeing able to just barely try to reach in there. Avoiding those follow-ups are the most important part, though.
yeah. I mean, like you said, neutral is definitely the weakness for this ice climber. So if they can keep them kind of split up and out of rhythm, I almost said desynced, but like,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely an opportunity here for Musty Tater. But I mean, if they get control in the neutral game, got to be very, very scared.
Just like that there with you hit one shield, then you hit the other shield, and the extra time it gives just allows the up smash there. Yeah. And we'll have to see how they keep going here, and whether he decides to eventually absorb these ice climbers or not, gaining the ice shot ability as we have been informed. Wonderful there. Just once again trying to getting him off stage. Whew, doing a good job, just barely avoiding that. Uh-oh, starting to get going now. Kirby being an and that's exactly it. Just one hitting into the other. There is a nasty little combo. Just trying to follow up and get at least one off. Now exactly. Red to go off stage to try to save the Nana and is able to get the kill on that. Now, we'll have to see what he's able to do here. Just keeping his distance with that. Shoots him out. Shoots out the Nana, which is allowing him to follow up, taking some damage in the process, but is mostly able to get just some Nana damage on that, which doesn't really show on the board, but is certainly there.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Let's get the
And that's
freeze.
another
The up
huge bit.
smash.
You just got to be so careful here at this point. Smart, go back to stage there. Low profiles under that hits. Alrighty. Yep. Trying to play very safe here. That honestly, I know it's not that great, but I just love that dash attack. It's so good, but you just got to be so careful applying pressure on the icy shield just because of things like that. It's so dangerous.
Yeah, and I mean, we're saying the ice climber is just deadly.
Very much so.
It is incredibly entertaining to watch a good ice climbers player because there's not many of them, and it is just so unique and interesting. The only like ices experience I have is in melee. But kind of a similar idea is like with the desyncs, you're able to, get an up tilt and up smash at the same time. You're able to up smash while you're getting hit on shield. Like it's just really strong. But with that being said, we will head to a short break before we resume more game 2. So heading into game two, Valpo going to be down 11 stocks to 9, sending in Vortic on the Greninja.
I think this makes a lot of sense because you get some safer moves on this, which is really nice. Getting that safer pressure can be really nice, especially against those shields.
I
But
will say
oh my gosh,
I'm not sure what is actually safe and not safe on the ice climbers though.
it's really weird. But you have the mobility to keep up with them. That's super long forward air, which is pretty safe. And on top of that, a neutral B that's able to pretty easily hit one or the other. And we're seeing he's playing pretty smart here, sticking away from most of the big damage dealers right here. Like that ice shot does some damage, but it's not enough to really be too threatening at any given moment. Just sort of locking him in place. Look at that.
Oh,
That is beautiful right
really good
there.
up smash. Just gonna
Trying to,
split them up perfectly.
yeah. He's trying to be real sneaky too about which one he's actually going after. Because if you're too quick to go after Nana and the Popo hits you, then that can be bad. But if you fake going to get Nana and then you just hit the Popo, it can be really nice. Right there.
Yeah, we saw it right there.
So he's just playing super intelligently about it. Able to get the counter there. Super smart. Really good recovery there from the ice climbers as well. Yep. Oh, was able
That's
to
big.
completely throw out that Nana AI, and like that, we're left with a single ice climber. Last time he kind of fell apart when this happened. We'll have to see if the Sopo, as it's known, which is not able to do any better once again. Separating these ice climbers is just so big in this matchup.
If you have a good Sopo, that's really what sets you apart.
It really is. Huge little setup here. The slow down air is such a weird move to have to deal with from ice climbers. Yep, that's a true combo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, tried to stay in the ice long enough, but where the up tilt ended, but unfortunately just broke out, probably on his own volition. Just the game automatically having him break out, which is a little unfortunate.
Nice nair, keeping him split up here.
Mm-hmm.
Not able to find the forward
He's
smash.
just playing this match so intelligently.
We
He knows what he has to do here.
he must have. I don't know if he's been practicing this matchup or has somebody
Yeah,
that plays Icy's regular, but he's doing exactly what he needs to do.
exactly. Just trying to watch out for all these different moves here, because as we've seen at any moment, one wrong move can mean a lot of damage. As we see a quick, what was that, 40%? Ooh, that was kind of scary there, but just able to get away with it.
It would be
Yeah,
super huge if Valpo's able to hang on to this stock here.
very much so. But
Misses
accidentally
the
messes
forward
up the
smash.
combo there.
This should do it though. Yep.
Oh, just barely too. So unfortunately, down 2 stocks, not able to trade positively here. But we have them separated here. Unfortunately, not able to punish the Nana there. It's surprisingly difficult to do because the AI is just. If it was a perfectly good AI, it'd be really easy to predict what they're going to do. But it's so jank that sometimes the Nana will do the most random stuff, even without input from the other player. But now we just see just trying to be careful there. Gets a jump called out by them. We're starting to see these jumps being read by the Ice Climbers players, slowly getting that together. But yep, gets rid of Nana for a bit, but unfortunately able to sort of get back together there. Really trying to just find some way to catch him. Oh, trying to be super smart there with that. Yep, just takes care of the Nana. Super smart. At this point, yeah, that's it. That's just it. The moment the Nana goes away, the whole game plan just seems to fall apart.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just not able to get it before losing 2 stacks of his own there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I think game three. I think we're gonna be fully ready for the ice climbers.
I think so too.
Um, hopefully, we get a game three, obviously. But
Ah.
we are going to head to a short break and be right back with some more game two action.
And coming back here,
we
we see
gotta coordinate better.
we do. We
But
see
yeah, gonna
going
have
into
a Little
this,
Mac.
yeah, the Little Mac, in fact, coming in off of this.
You know what it's been is I've been solo casting so often that I'm not used to casting.
Fair
Spring break
enough.
threw me off.
Yep. And so going into this, did these two play last time? Or no?
Yes.
Yes, they did. And so both of them at least have some sort of feel on each other as to how this matchup's going to go. And honestly, I think this could be pretty good for us because one good up B gimp from Greninja could put in a whole lot of work all at once here.
They actually did not play in game one. They played Vortic played against Steve.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Okay.
But anyways, do have a lot of Little Mac experience. And like I said before, we have more Little Mac experience than they have Greninja experience, theoretically.
Yes, that is certainly the hope here. There's not too many Greninjas out there. There's surprisingly more Little Macs, but we see a little bit of experience coming in there. So many people after a down tilt would air dodge, and that would get super well punished. Not in fact, just jumping away instead, which is such a good thing that Greninja can just do. Being very careful here. Oh, getting caught. Just getting a single stock here would be so helpful to helping us regain and take back that lead. And I think we can do it. We just need to catch him on one or two things. It just takes one mistake to kill Little Mac, and that's really what we see him looking for here. Oh my god, just went for the down air off stage as Little Mac? I have to imagine that was supposed to be a down tilt and just accidentally ran off stage or something.
Online
Yep.
now.
Oh, just able to catch the jump. That's one of the problems here, is it's armoring through all the aerials and stuff like that.
So 9 socks, 2-6 now for Valpo. Who do you think we should send in next against the Little Mac? I believe we saw the Falco last time, which was going really well until it wasn't.
Yep.
And then we also have Cruel, and then we also have a Lola on the Falcon or the Little Mac Ditto.
I very much doubt we'll see the Little Mac Ditto here. I have to be honest here.
I really want to, though.
It's weird because I think we really want to save the Bowser for the Steve, as it seemed to be the best answer before.
Yeah.
But I just think that's a pretty good answer here as well. Bowser has a lot of moves that can get around a lot of Little Mac shenanigans. Flame Breath to catch him off stage, Side B to pressure on shield, but
that forward air covers so much off stage too.
It does.
Massive hitbox.
It really does. And we'll have to see, though, who they decide to go with here. There's a lot of options here. There are really a lot of options.
You know that song, My Mind's Telling Me No. Yeah, that I want to see Lil Mac, but I know we really shouldn't.
100%.
But we'll see. But we are going to be right back after another short break.
Alrighty, and coming back to this next game here, we see as in fact the Bowser did come out. Interesting move. Wasn't sure if they would say him for the Steve or not, but they believe that this is the correct answer here.
Yeah, so Valpo going to be down 9 stocks to 6, but going to have the straight up 3 stock versus 3 stock battle here.
Yep.
Ooh, and both these characters with the worst tech rolls in the entire game.
Yep.
They're just so slow and reactable.
Oof. Yeah, so you got to be real careful here with every single move you make, as Little Mac's side B can go over the flame breath and smash attacks can cut through everything, but that is your counter right there to smash attacks.
Yep. We see
Unfortunately,
that
just barely
following
missing.
side B like so often. It's almost similar to like I was gonna say that like Kazuya down B, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see that a lot. Does have KO
Oh,
punch
the
online, but
beautiful
nice.
dodge there.
A great retreating forward air there, and the nice side B. Not quite gonna do it. I mean, every time just gets him off stage.
Yeah. Until such time that they can figure out how to deal with it, it's a great option to keep throwing out. If they don't figure out how to deal with it, that could just win you the match.
How do you deal with it though? Because I haven't figured it out still.
Honestly, just as Little Mac, I feel like you just have to try to be more mobile and not sit and shield as much. And you see here just throwing out options to try to contest with Bowser's, which is a scary thing to do, but Little Mac can do it. Ooh, the 1-2.
Oh, the flame didn't hit.
No, really smart, but able to go under the side B as Bowser. These are the funny things here. Unfortunately, a really lousy position here. Some good damage, but not going to kill. A lesser man would have gone for the down air or down B there, and by that I mean me as Bowser. But thankfully, Ben is being a little bit smarter with this than I am. We see just another side B here. Able to catch that recovery there. Able to get the 2-frame with that, and like that, in this match, he is leading. He just needs to be very careful. If he can get this, honestly, oh no, just not able to recover off that.
I think he was scared of the 2-frame of that down smash and just put not enough oomph on the up.
Yeah. Oof. Great little bit there by Ben. Just needs to find a good way to recover. It's a shame too. Right as he died, I was about to say it would be a great time to go for a suicide side B there. Unfortunately, just not able to catch him with it as smash attack after smash attack. Oh, this is it. Oh, the timing just off, unfortunately. Whew. Being smart with the no roll there. That's another bit of percent. Honestly, KO punch it. We'll get the kill.
Such a
we'll
big
get the kill.
Such a big hurt box. I mean, it's tough.
That's really it. That's really it.
Is one thing I didn't find out about Bowser until embarrassingly late was that his up B actually like can vary in height based off how many times you can mash B. Are there any other characters in the game that have that mechanic?
I believe there are a couple. The first one I can think of, Duck Hunt is not. I believed it was for the longest time.
Really?
The problem is with Duck Hunt, you can actually act out of it. Kind of like how a Olimar player can up B and then swing out of it. Duck Hunt can do the same thing. So mashing up B will accidentally get you like neutral B or side Bs, canceling it early, which is something I've done in friendlies before. Wii Fit, I believe, is a character that you have to mash their up B.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, Villager?
Villager and Isabelle as well. Yes, that is also one. Thankfully, it might be. I'll need to look at the screen for some more time, but I believe we might have a yes moment, as was karaoke'd earlier here.
Yeah.
As it looks like we may be going in with the Little Mac, going in for the Ditto, thinking, you know what? I know all the shenanigans the character can do. I might just be able to do things a little differently here, because sometimes in the Ditto, acting in weird, strange ways can be the right thing to do, because everyone knows if you play the character, you know what the character is supposed to do. So if you do things that you're not supposed to do against someone who knows what they're supposed to do, you know, you can catch them with some of those weird options.
This is like the ever-revolving door of like the bronze player counters the challenger top rank player, whatever. The unoptimal thing becomes the optimal thing.
Yes. Optimal becomes non-optimal. Low tier becomes high tier. The Twilight Zone exists.
Yeah. What do they call the like iceberg, like
the smash iceberg?
Yeah, the smash iceberg. Yeah. I've completely lost my train of thought. You just sent me down a rabbit hole. But anyways, I
Very
think
fun.
it's 7-3 right now.
Yes,
Suck
seven
count.
to
Okay.
three.
So we're
So
gonna be ending it off with Little Mac.
honestly, you know what? That's a hell of a way to end it off at this
Yeah.
point because while they do have a Little Mac themselves, and we're ending it possibly with even Little Mac music, which is a great way to possibly finish this off with,
Yep.
especially if we're able to carry that music into the next rounds.
But what I was saying was high risk, high reward character. Right now, I mean, we might as well go for the high risk. You're down 7-3. Um, so yeah, we'll see how it works. We do have Valpo in the short sleeve gray tank top, taking on the pink hoodie of Illinois State.
Yep.
But yeah, gonna have a Lola here piloting the Little Mac.
Hopefully, we'll be able to turn with the very end here. There's always that possibility we'll be able to turn this other team into try to see if we can take advantage of every little mistake they make. As Little Mac can do surprisingly well with that. We just gotta be able to be very careful with every step we take here, as both of them are going to know what works and what doesn't. A single move here can very easily take either of their stocks. They are practically at KO range this entire time. Ooh. Oh God.
Oh,
Scaring the crap out of me with this.
nice recovery. Had that jump the whole time.
Yeah, I honestly did not even know that was still there. KO punch unfortunately gone. Ooh, smart recoveries, smart recoveries. Trying to catch that up tilt I think would have killed if it connected.
Gonna
Unfortunately, that
have
get
the
up attack
KO
was.
punch too.
Yep,
This could be scary. We'll kill at about 20 or 30. So
yep.
yeah,
And
it should kill now. Oh, the panic air
oh
dodge.
my God, that
So
American air
scary.
dodge just about gave me a heart attack.
Now it will for sure kill.
Oh yeah, I'll kill most of the cast here. Oh my
Woo!
God, just barely able to avoid it by the skin of his teeth. Trying to catch a recover here, just barely not landing with either that down smash or that forward tilt. And like that, very risky counter, but it works out. Just both of them trying to figure out what they can do. Oh, okay. Okay.
That'll do it.
Had to pause there for a moment. Just the moment the smash attacks start flying, anything can happen. Anything is
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah,
So you
that
just got to
last
be
stock was
careful.
starting to be more air dodgy forward smashy. That's when you can tell the players might be getting a little nervous, but we're going to be in the same position that we were in game one. We're going to be down 6-2, with a hope and a dream. So
You know what?
yeah,
This is a character that is their whole storyline is making comebacks where they shouldn't,
really,
slaying giants. That's Little Mac's whole thing. This little itty bitty guy from the Bronx taking on all these crazy people from all over the place. So, according to the lore, if there's any character that can do it, it's going to be Little Mac right here.
yeah.
So,
Well, we'll see after this short break.
after these. Because this is the guy that plays Falco too, right? And coming back in here, we see as they actually decide to bring out a Falco. Now, I'm tr- I the interesting thing is we actually have a Falco on the team, so we have the experience there. So we'll
Yep.
have to see what
They
sort of
also have a lot of
adaptations.
Little Mac experience, I would presume.
Yeah,
But we actually saw the same matchup, just opposite teams playing them.
exactly. So this is a really fun matchup to be able to see what both of them have already seen this matchup and how it can go. So trying to figure out what to do next is a really interesting choice here. I think Little Mac can absolutely destroy Falco on the recoveries, but Falco can absolutely destroy a recovering Little Mac. Ooh, just immediately the up smash. It will not take much here to get the stock off. Just trying to take a single read. Honestly, oh god, just trying to see where he can catch him. These lasers, we saw it before. It catches the dash in with that side B, and now we see. Oh my god,
Oh, maybe
this could be really scary here for them. That might be kill percent. Honestly, I don't know. Either way, oh, that's definitely kill percent. Just trying to see. We know what he's looking for. The Falco knows what he's looking for. Unfortunately, not able to land it. But the thing is, Little Mac may not have KO punch, but he's not out of power here on this. All it takes is a couple more smash attacks at any point. 46%. If he's able to catch a side B or up B back.
Oh, nice. Catch the tech in place.
Oh, yep. Very smart gameplay here. You can definitely see the matchup experience coming up, but that down tilt shouldn't kill. I will say that till the day I die. This may be my least favorite character, but I may be biased here, but that should not kill. It does enough as it is.
Nice little
Alrighty.
combo starter. Oh,
Yep.
great way to get out of it, though.
Exactly. Very smart gameplay here as well. Just got to be real careful here. Just like I said, this damage racks up quickly. How did he recover here? Just barely able to. Unfortunately, gets the KO punch knocked out. Just barely able to land in time. Tries to go high. Not able to. The counter. Getting the kill too. Okay. This is it right here. This is the big moment. Tried to catch the roll. The Falco tried to catch the roll and not able to get it. That's a quick 61%. Oh my lord. Oh, if you could catch that recovery, that could just be it right there. That's it. Yeah, unfortunately, just had to use it too early, and that is it. A very good attempt here at trying to catch back the game and trying to get back and make a game 3, but unfortunately, just not enough.
Well, that'll do it for Valpo versus Illinois State Smash Missouri Valley Conference. It's been a pleasure, but we do have an Overwatch game that we will be starting in 10 minutes, so we got to get out of here.
Exciting.
But it's been a pleasure to have you on the stream today.
Good to be here.
Welcome back to Valpo, and yeah.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us. My name is Henry Speedy Kill Ninja.
And my name is Joshua, Pizza Man 48.
And we'll see you guys next time.